Hi there, it's Julie Davison from juliedavison.com. Today I'm going to share with you some projects using the pop-up party dies. It creates a fun pop-up in your card that is so fun and easy, you'll just want to make lots of them. The dies are found on page 7 in the Stampin' Up! 2016 Occasions catalog. Right here, it's showing what they look like when they're die cut, and then there's the picture of the dies themselves. So you can get the dies by themselves, or you can get them bundled with this stamp set here. So I've used this for a lot of samples, which I'll share at the end of the video, and I think you're really going to love that stamp set and want to have the whole thing. But let's start with the dies. You get two different dies. One of them says hip hip hooray and the other says happy birthday. Both of them have arrows to indicate where you need to center them. So on the cake, it's a little harder to see, but it's right there in between the two candles, and then of course the arrow down here. So the arrows are going to line up with the score line on your cardstock. So you're going to want to pre-score the cardstock that you're using if this pop-up is going to go on the inside of the card. My cardstock is 4 3/4 inches by 7 3/4 inches, and that leaves a little bit more of a border around the inside. I kind of liked having a little of the color peeking out from the side. So if you want to make it a little bigger, you can. Just be careful because the cardstock is going to go all the way in the center, so the sides will have a little bit bigger of a border, so you need to go probably a little shorter than you might normally. So this one is 4 3/4 by 7 3/4, and again you want to take the die and line up the arrows with the score line. So I'm going to put it right kind of a little higher than center on my cardstock, and I'm going to use this with the Big Shot. So this is the sandwich that I like to use. I'm using the magnetic platform, and because it's a precision die, I'm going to use the precision base plate. And the difference between the precision base plate and the regular standard cutting plate is that the precision base plate is metal. So when you have a metal Thinlit cutting on a metal cutting pad, then it just cuts a little more consistently. You want to be careful because this is metal and you're putting it on the magnet plate. So just be careful not to snap it so you don't hurt your fingers. Now the precision cutting plate does replace one of the plastic cutting plates, so you only need one cutting pad when you're using the precision base plate. So we're going to put the cardstock down on top of the precision base plate, line the arrows up on the score line, and then we'll put the standard cutting pad on top and send that sandwich through the Big Shot. With these intricate dies, I always like to go through the Big Shot a couple times, so I'll crank it through and then I'll crank it back. And before I try to take the paper out, I want to make sure that all the paper cut where it was supposed to, and it did, so we are good to go on to the next step. I love our new Big Shot die brush, and this is just made specifically for these detailed precision dies. So it has a little brush, and it also comes with the foam pad, which will catch all the pieces. So we're going to take the brush and we're going to roll it over the cardstock, and it's going to go into all those holes and push the cardstock out of the die. We can just lift the die up, and all those pieces, well, almost all of those pieces, will go onto the foam pad. So it makes it so easy to get all those little pieces out and makes it super easy to use the die. So save those pieces. You can use them on another card if you want with the fine tip glue pen, but we're just going to use this one for now. And because I've got the score line already on there, I can go ahead and gently fold on the score line. So this is going to come out, and that's going to go in. See how easy that was? Then you can decorate with stamps and do all kinds of things. So one little tip when you're putting it inside your card, you want to just use regular adhesive, but only put adhesive on the outlines here. Don't put any adhesive on the pop-up part, obviously, because then it'll not pop up the way you want it to. So here again is the finished card. I just added some stamps from that Party with Cake set, and the Happy Birthday came from that set too. I also had some fun with the die cut shapes by themselves. So here is the cake that I die cut, and I'm going to use a pair of scissors and cut around the die cut shape. I don't want it to be inside of a card. I'm going to have it be the focal point. So I'm going to just trim right along the edges there. And now I can use this piece as the focal point. So here is a couple samples using that. Here I used it and I added a little balloon and I made it pop on that pink circle. Here's another one where I cut the stand off and I used it in yellow cardstock. And then here is the Hip Hip Hooray, and I put some yellow cardstock, some crushed curry behind the negative so that you could see the inside. And then all those little pieces, remember, that were on here, I took and I glued to the inside of my card. I love that kind of confetti. It'd be really fun in a shaker card as well. So there are some samples using those as the image. Now here are some more samples with the pop-up. So here again is that Party with Cake stamp set. So this is the stamp set and it has lots of fun images and words to use, and there's the confetti and the candles. So on the inside then I die cut the cake with designer series paper, so you can use all kinds of paper, and I added some more balloons there. Here's another card, and this time I just cut it with white and I used markers to color the happy birthday. So another way to use that happy birthday pop-up. I used some coordinating products, the It's My Party designer paper and the enamel dots, and the Baker's Twine combo are just so cute, and I just love, they all coordinate. So here's some more. I actually did a pop-up card for my Stamp of the Month Club in January, and this is the card here, and then the pop-up is with the cake, and again I just colored that and added some of the balloons. So this is the Party Wishes stamp set. It's also in the Occasions catalog, and it coordinates. You can use it with the party dies, or the pop-up dies. You can use it with the dots and the Baker's Twine. And there's the party paper and the confetti embossing folder. And then this one comes in a bundle too. You can get it with the party punch pack that has a coordinating balloon and candle and cupcake. So there's all kinds of birthday stamps and ways that you can use those party dies, even if you don't get the Party with Cake stamp set. So here are 2 other cards that I created using the Party Wishes stamp set and the coordinating punches. So it has the you can get the punch pack with the candle and the cupcakes and the balloon. And if you get that Party with Cake stamp set, it has a candle image in there. And so you can use the punch pack to punch it out. Like I did on this card, I made the eye and time a candle. So that was all part of that stamp set. So I hope that you really like these Party Pop-Up dies and that you'll give them a chance. I've had a lot of fun with them, and I know that you will too. Thanks so much for watching. Happy stamping.